So we're looking at activity 6 of a combined trading business. We've been doing this for a long while now. All right. I just want to double check that you guys are on the right track, and I'm going to go through it with you in class together. Okay. Anything that we don't complete will be homework. Hallelujah. All good, no stress. Device out, Google Classroom, activity 6 reloaded under the trading business tab, please. So if we have a look, we are looking at the cash journals of a trading business. W. White started his business, White and All, a paint shop, on the 1st of October 2020. Record the following transactions in the cash receipts and cash payments journal of White and All for October 2020. The business works on a profit markup on cost of 75%. What does that mean? Are we going to multiply or divide by? 1,75. So we'll multiply or divide by 1,75. Okay. Someone just remind me, when we go from cost price to selling price, do we multiply or do we divide? We multiply. Cool. And then from selling price to cost price, we divide. Okay, everyone happy with that to start off? We're going to go in. You guys don't need to do this. If you'd like to do this, you're more than welcome to. We are going to highlight all the CRJ transactions in purple. Okay. So if we look on the first, the owner gave 75,000 Rand to the business as his capital. We issued him with receipt number 1. CPJ, CRJ. CRJ, okay. What gives it away there is 1, we are receiving money, but also there's the key word receipt. Okay? Everyone happy with that? The next one. We paid purple printers by check, number 1, for pre-printed stationery. CPJ, CRJ. CPJ. Cool. On the 3rd, we paid for the shop to Black Rentals, 4,600 Rand. CPJ, CRJ. CPJ. Okay, keyword there being check and the word paid. Okay. On the same day, on the 3rd, purchased equipment from Grey Metal Works for 3,860, paid by check. CPJ, so we leave that blank. Still on the 3rd, we bought merchandise from Prism Paints by check. CPJ. Okay. On the 4th, we buy stationery from Color Stationers, 520 Rand, issue them a check. CPJ, right? On the 4th, cash sales of merchandise, 2,984 Rand. CR. Okay. Have they given us a cost price or a selling price? A selling price. Okay, so let's make a little note there, SP. On the 7th, we paid wages by check. CPCR. CP. On the 7th, we paid for advertising. CPCR. Okay, on the 11th, we sold goods for cash. Okay, CRJ. The owner cashed a business check for personal use. CPJ. Spot on. Purchased equipment from Brilliant Computers. CPCR. Okay. Drew a check to pay the week's wages. CPJ. Okay, we are paying wages. On the 19th, cash sales 3,209 Rand. Okay, is that a selling price or a cost price? It's a selling price. Cool, so we'll make a little another note there, SP. On the 22nd, we paid the telephone account by Telkom, or to Telkom by check, 690 Rand. CPJ. Okay, sorry. CPJ, cool. On the 24th, cashed a check for wages, 2,700, and paid the bookkeeper P. Pinko's salary. CPJ, okay, we are paying money. And then finally, on the 28th, cash sales of 5,208. CRJ, okay. Selling price or cost price? Selling price. So in none of the transactions have they given us a cost price. So we know every time they've given us a selling price, we need to divide by 1.75. Everyone happy with that? Okay. We're going to go in now and we're going to enter in all our CRJ transactions. Okay. So those are the ones I've highlighted in purple. Thereafter, we'll go in and fill out the CPJ. Right. Please have your calculators on ready because I'm going to ask you guys for answers and, working out. Okay, you guys are going to tell me how to complete this activity. That's how we're going to do it. Right? I want to see where you guys are, what you know and what you don't know. All right. So if we go in, we can see we are in the cash receipts journal of White and All. Our first CRJ transaction is on the 1st. Okay? They tell us it's receipt number 1. And it is the owner contributing capital to the business of 75,000 Rand. Right? What do we write under the details column? Tristan.
Under the details column, we write capital. The owner.
Who is who?
W1.
Okay, so we don't write owner. You'll see on your copy there might be owner. Just take that out. Someone had access to the whole document and filled in their stuff in the whole document. If there's stuff filled in, just backspace it and we'll do it correctly, right? So instead of writing the word owner, we need to tell us who is the owner, and in this case it is W. White. Everyone happy with that? Okay, from there we need to have a look at how much is W. White paying us? Edric. Yes. Okay, please go to IT. Lauren. 75,000 Rand. So where do we put that, Lauren? Okay, under bank, we're leaving out one column there, Lauren. Before bank, analysis of receipts, okay? Remember, if they told us it was a direct deposit, right, an EFT, then the source document would be a bank statement and we would leave analysis blank. Here they've told us though it is receipt number 1. When we have a receipt, we do put it under analysis. So let's go in and put in that 75,000 under analysis of receipts. Okay? Is there a column for capital? No. So what do? We take it across the sundry, we put in 75,000 Rand, and our detail is the reason why the owner is giving us money, capital. Right? You just say capital. There's no need to say capital contribution. There's no such account as capital contribution, only capital. Everyone happy with that? Yes. Our next CRJ transaction is on the 4th. Okay? We have cash sales of merchandise and they've given us the amount of 2,984 Rand. Okay? We've established earlier that it is a selling price. So what can we do on the 4th? What source document do we use with sales? CRR. CRR, what does that stand for? Muller. Cash register roll. Good. What is our detail when we have sales? Sales. Bottom. So we put in sales. Remember, we're not worried about who we sell to. It's the fact that we are making a sale and money is coming in because stock is going out. So we have sales. They might tell us we sell goods to Cebu. It doesn't matter. We still write sales. We don't write Cebu. Alright. From there, they give us the selling price. So that selling price is actually the amount of money that we got in. It was 2,984 Rand. Olivia, where does the first, or what's the first column that goes under?
Sales.
Okay, so we can go straight to sales, 2,984 Rand. If we work backwards here, blessing, where else does it go?
Bank.
Bank, 2,984. And then to Michel, where else? Analysis of receipts. Okay, 2,984 Rand. Are we done there?
No.
Okay, we need to work out the cost of sales figure. How do we do that? We said when we go from selling price to cost price, we need to divide by 1.75. Dante, do you have an answer for me? Yes. So in the instruction, they haven't said round up. Okay? I like to use the general rule that we do round off. So if it's a 0.4 and below, then we go down, and if it's 0.5 and up, we go up. Okay? There's nothing wrong if you put decimals, but if they state in the instruction that you need to round off, obviously you need to round off. I think for the sake of our totaling and so forth, we'll round off. So who has a cost of sales figure for me? Different hands. Okay, Leah.
It's 1,705.
Okay, 1,705. I'm happy with that. Any questions as to how we got there? Okay, we win 2,984 Rand divided by 1.75. Happy days. From there, our next transaction in the CRJ is on the 11th. We sold goods for cash and also that's a selling price. Okay, 4,765. What is the source document when we have sales? CRR. What is our detail? Sales. Good. Columns we put it under?
Analysis of receipts.
Okay.
Sales.
4765. So we said analysis, we said bank, and we said sales. Again, we've got a selling price, so we need to divide by 1.75. Shimene, can I have an answer, please? 2,723. Is everyone happy with that? Did anyone else get something different? Okay, 2,723 Rand on the cost of sales, and that is us done on the 11th. Our next CRJ transaction happened on the 19th. We had cash sales 3,209 Rand on the 19th. Okay? Whoa. On the 19th, what is our source document? What is our detail? Sales, good. Our amount is 3,209 under bank, under analysis, and under sales. Okay. Cost of sales we go as 3,209 Rand divided by 1.75. Dudes, I like that your hands flew up in the sky, both of you at the same time. What is our cost of sales figure? 1,834. Is that right? 1834. Anyone get something different? Anyone disputing their answer or their rounding off maybe? No? You guys happy with it? Cool. Our next and final CRJ transaction on the 28th, they give us a selling price of 5,208. We know to CRR, our detail is sales. Megan, which columns do we hit?
Analysis of receipts, bank sales, and cost of sales. But you work out the cost price.
Okay, so analysis, bank, and sales. Okay, we need to work out our cost of sales. We go 5,208 divided by 1.75. All of you at the same time.
2,976.
Wow, that was brilliant. 2,976. Okay, that's our CLJ done and dusted. Muller, can you please add bank for me, the bank column? Bruni, can you add the sales column? Sibu, can you add the cost of sales column? And I will put in the sundry accounts column because it is as simple as 75 grand. Yes, please. So Matt's adding bank, Bruni sales, and Sibu cost of sales. Yeah, just add them all up. Bruni, what do you have for sales?
16,166. 16,166.
16.
16.
166. Wait, what?
So I've got all the answers.
Ah,
It's not correct. You have to delete it because something someone was on the document.
yeah. Were you on activity 6
Oh,
reloaded?
no, I
or-
mean like I worked out all the.
Okay.
There's 16,166.
16? Like so.
Yes.
Okay, 16,166. Cost of sales, Sibu. 9,228. 38. Okay. Muller, do you have a bank figure for me?
Is it 9,000?
How much?
91,000.
Yeah. 300. 100 and? Leah, confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 91,166. Happy days. Okay, do we add up the analysis column?
No, sir.
Never ever do we add up analysis. We can leave it blank. Let's just highlight our totals. Let's get a different color. Okay, let's highlight our totals. And that is us done and dusted in the CRJ. How can we check or double check that we've done things correctly? Leo.
So you add the sundry accounts and the sales, and then it should add up to be what the bank is.
So your sundry plus your sales should equal bank. Okay. Another thing, when we go with cost of sales and sales, do you think it's right if cost of sales is bigger than sales?
No, sir.
Okay, what's the aim for, or why should sales be higher than cost of sales? Just do it.
So you can make a profit.
Okay, so we can make a profit. Ultimately, businesses start out to sell products at a higher value than they bought it for to make a profit. Simple as that. Right, everyone happy with that? So if ever your cost of sales amount is bigger than your sales amount, red flags, double check your answer. Alright? Sales needs to always be bigger than cost of sales. Alright. Now we can go down and have a look at that CPJ. Our first transaction in the CPJ was on the 1st. We paid Purple Printers by check for pre-printed stationery. Msako, talk me through the entire transaction. Start me off from Doc. Okay, what one?
01.
Okay, so just put in, I like to put in a little C representing check, and then 01, the date. The date's the first. Who are we paying? Purple printers or painters? Purple printers. 15,000 under bank and 15,000 under trading stock. Okay, remember, what column do goods go under?
Trading stock.
And merchandise?
Trading stock.
And stock?
Trading stock.
Okay. I don't want to see you guys putting goods or merchandise under sundry accounts, otherwise we will find. Alright.
Sir,
Yes.
I don't understand why you put on the trading stock or on the stationery.
Let's just read the transaction again. It is pre-printed stationery. You are dead right. We are not buying trading stock. We are actually purchasing stationery. So what we should do there is that 15,000 rand should go under stationery. Okay, we were purchasing stationery. Also, important thing, read the information, guys. Okay, I made the same mistake right now. I thought it was trading stock because I didn't read it correctly. Same thing, right? If it can happen to me, it can definitely happen to you, and vice versa. Thank you, Tamisha. On the third, we've got 3 transactions. First, we paid for the shop, or rent for the shop, to Black Rentals for 4,600 rand. Muller, talk me through this one, please. Okay, the check number. Okay, so C what? CO2. Sounds like a science class. Okay, who are we playing, Mr. Muller? Black Rentals. And how much are we paying Black Rentals now? 4,600. Okay. Why are we paying them, man? For the shop rental. Do we have a column for rent? No, so what do we do with it, Matt? Sundry accounts. So we'll go under a month, under sundry, 4,600. What is our detail, Matt? Rent what? Are we receiving or are we paying? So rent. Opposite of income? Payment. What is the word we like to use? Dante, yes. Rent expense. Alright? When we have rent in the CRJ, we need to specify that it's rent income. In this case, we've got it in the CPJ. We need to specify that it's rent expense. Okay, so that is our detail. Rent. Please excuse my writing, guys. You'll get used to it eventually. On the same day, we purchased equipment from Grey Metalworks for 3,860 rand. Lauren, talk me through this.
So it is CO2.
Yeah. Whoa. Just double check that you're on the right one. If we here, we're on the third.
It's a Grey Metalworks.
Okay, Grey Metalworks.
3,860.
How much?
3,860.
Cool. What are we purchasing from Grey Metalworks? We are purchasing equipment. Do we have an equipment column?
No.
So what do we do? Under sundry, and what is our detail? Everyone happy with that? Sibu, talk me through the next one. On the 3rd, we bought merchandise, we know what it is, from Prism Paints by check for 9,540 bucks. Talk to me here, Sibu. Yep. Okay. Under details, who are we purchasing from? Prism Paints. Okay. That is our detail. Prism Paints. Okay. I'll explain why now. And the amount was 9,540 rand. So that will go 9,540 rand under bank and under trading stock. If we have a look at our CPJ, okay, and the same actually goes for CRJ. The first details column, we want to know who we are paying. Okay? Every other column after bank is why we are paying. Okay? So if we look at trading stock, that is why we are paying Prism Paints. If we look at stationery, that is why we paid Purple Printers. If we look at wages, okay, we haven't had it yet, it will come up. If we get to sundry and we see there's no column for the reason why we purchased, we then go sundry and we list that. So, like we've done with the rent expense and equipment, we've put it under sundry. So first details column is who, any column thereafter bank is why. Everyone happy with that? Okay. That is us done and dusted for the 3rd. We then move on to the 4th, where we bought stationery from Color Stationers for 520 bucks. Shimene, talk to me. The date's the 4th, the check number. CO5, check number 5. Who are we paying? Color Stationers, so we put that under our detail column, Color Stationers. Bank 520, and why are we paying them? For stationery, so we go to the stationery column. Do we have a stationery column? Yes, we do, so we go 520. Everyone happy with that? Thank you, good stuff. Is there any other transactions on the 4th? Okay, not in our CPJ at least. Our next one is on the 7th. The first one is we paid wages by check, 2,690 rand. Aluta, talk to me.
So sorry, you know, my CO5, CO6.
Check number 6.
And then you're gonna write pay. We're on 7.
Hey, yeah, we're on 7.
So you're gonna write wages.
Wages. Do we write wages before you all write it down? Okay? When we pay wages, the process and how it works, the owner writes a check, takes it to the bank, and gets physical cash. Right? The owner then takes the cash and gives it to each one of his employees as their wage. So when we see wages, the detail that we always write is cash. Okay. So make a note there. Every time you see wages, we write in cash unless stated otherwise. If they don't state it, we write in cash. Everyone happy with that? Okay. Alito, carry on. So we've got cash in now.
And then you're gonna go to wages. That's 2,690.
How much?
2,690.
2,690. What other columns do we need to put it in? So we've hit it in wages. There's one more place.
Put it in banks.
In bank. 2,690. Right? we work with the double entry principle. Have you guys heard that before? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, have you? Okay. Every time we have a transaction, it affects two accounts. Okay? Bank, you put it under the bank column, and in this instance, wages, you put it under the wage column. If we look at the first one, on the first day it affected bank and it affected stationery. On the third it affected bank and we had to go to sundry, it affected rent expense. So you can't just put it under bank and leave the rest blank, and you can't just put it under rent expense and leave the rest blank. Alright. Everyone happy with it? Okay, thanks Alita. On the same day, we paid for advertising 1,490 Rand to Rainbow Advertising. Bongiwe, talk to me. Yeah? Rainbow Advertisers. Excuse my spelling. Advert. Yeah. 1,490. Now what? 100%. So there's no column for advertising. We go to sundry. The amount is 1,490. And what is our detail on advertising? Cool. Any questions around that? Everyone happy with it? Okay. Last little push here, guys. We're nearly done. On the 11th was our next CPJ transaction. The owner cashed a business check for his personal use. When you see the word cash, what does that mean our detail is going to be? Cash. Okay. Who haven't I picked up? Olivia, talk me through this one.
So you put drop number CO8.
Yeah.
Then the days are 8.
Yep.
Then you put cash in the details.
Cash in the details column.
And you put 3,209 on the bank.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, wait, it's the wrong one. Cash sales is 19. It's 850, so.
850 bucks. Okay, and then Olivia, where does that 850 go? Off the bank.
Under Sunday.
And what is the detail when the owner uses money for his personal use? No. So just double check the information there. On the 11th, when the owner uses money for his personal use, it's not. So in essence, it's the opposite of capital. Capital is when the money when the owner puts money in. There's a word beginning with a D when he takes money out for his personal use. What is it? Sorry, not deposit. What do you guys do in art? Drawings. Okay. So when the owner takes out money for his personal use, he doesn't need to take out money for his personal use, but when he uses company money for his own personal use, that is when we have it. Okay, so he might be buying something for his family. Please can you give it some scope for us? Okay, she's teaching them today. Thanks. Thanks, Shanta. Anna? What's just happened? Okay. So when the owner uses personal money for he might use the business's money to pay his own telephone bill, or help repair his own vehicle, or buy his wife some shoes, but it's business money. We call that drawings. Alright, so under the details column, we have A50, and then our detail is drawings. So, yes,
You wrote day 8, not 11.
did I? Sorry. Thank you. It's actually on the 11th. Everyone happy up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the 15th, 4 more transactions, guys, we're nearly there. On the 15th, paid or purchased equipment from Brilliant Computers, 4,899 Rand. Okay, I'll run through this one with you. The date was the 15th. Check number 9. Who are we buying it from? Brilliant Computers. Brilliant. Okay, the amount was? Okay, do we have an equipment color? Okay, and what is our detail? Equipment. Why don't we write computers?
Because it says equipment.
Okay, one, it says equipment, but it also says computer. Okay, a computer is equipment, like a desk, like a chair. We went over that last time. Any equipment is always bracketed as equipment. Okay? It might be a desk, it might be a chair, it might be a washing machine if we've got a washing business, whatever it may be. Okay? Paintbrushes, all equipment. Okay. Again, on the 15th, we drew a check to pay the wages, 2,750 bucks. Check number 10. What is our detail? Cash, okay? Our amount should be 2,000. Okay, and we have a wages column, so 2,750 rands. Happy with that? Why don't we add the 2 up under bank?
So they do separate transactions.
Okay, we are paying 2 different companies, 2 different people. I can't go into Woolworths and pay for my goods in checkers at Woolworths. Okay, so we pay them separately. Everyone happy with that? The final 2 transactions, guys, take place on the 22nd and then the 24th. Okay, on the 22nd, we paid the telephone account of 690 Rand by a check to Telkom. Who hasn't had a turn to go through a transaction with me from start to finish? Tried my best to get to everyone. Okay, Leah.
So, it's the document number is check 11.
Yep.
And the date 22nd. And then the details you put telecom. And then in bank you put 690. And then you go to sundry accounts and you put 690 in. And then you say telephone.
Okay, spot on. Anyone disagree with that or have any other ideas or possibilities we can do? Okay, we're all happy with that. Right. The last and final one takes place on the 24th. Bruni, talk to me.
Okay, so on the doc you put C12, and then the date is the 24th, and the details is cash, and then 2,700 under bank, and then 2,700 under wages.
Are we sure about that?
No, sir.
Okay, let's go up and read together, right? We're using one cash check for 2,700 Rand worth of wages and the bookkeeper's salary of 8,680 Rand. So what is our actual bank value?
You have to
We have to add
add those two together.
those 2 together. 2,700 plus 8,680 should give us 11,000
380.
3,000.
So, oh yeah, it's
11,380. 11,380. Now that we've got that under bank, what do we do with the rest of it?
We put 1 under wages.
Well, we put 1, like, we draw the number
No,
1.
we put 2,700 under wages.
2,700 under wages, and then
8,600 under sundry, and then you divide salary.
okay, spot on. So 2,700 rand under wages and 8,680 rand with the detailed salary. What's the difference between a salary and a wage? I've asked this and you'll probably hear it 10 more times in the rest of the year with me. Tristan, what's a salary?
The salary is a monthly payment.
Okay, it's a monthly income. Dante, what's a wage? Okay, it's a weekly payment. So me, I get a salary, I get paid monthly at the end of the month. The dude who does my garden, Sibu, his name is Sibu, I'm not having a go at you. I pay him on a weekly basis. Right. But it's not exactly the same as you. He is Sibu Sine, and you are Sibu Sise Kile. Kile. I'll get it. Don't worry, I'll get it. Now, all that we have left to do is total up. Who wants to total a column? Hands up. Okay, Leah, you can have the big one. Bang.
Can I do trading stocks?
I will do trading stuff.
I'll do wages.
Yes. Wait.
Bank is 44,769.
44,000.
769.
Cool. Stationery, I'll do 15,520. Brady, you can have the sundry column.
Okay.
And then Musali Miller, you can have the wages column.
Sir,
Yeah.
stationery is wrong.
Is it?
Yes, because 1,500 plus 520 is 2,003.
Is it 1,500 or is it 15,000?
15,000, 1,500.
Okay, it's actually meant to be 1,500. Thank you for picking that up, Leah.
Yeah.
Seriously, sir.
Yep.
But sir, then the bank would also be wrong.
Yep.
So, but I already did the 1,500.
Was banked with 1,500.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that actually should be 1,620 rand. Thank you for picking that up.
So, sundry,
How does that even work? Lauren, do you have a wages total for me?
So that's
100
still
rand?
wrong.
49.
So 1,500 plus 520 doesn't equal 1,600.
Sorry, I'm in the bush. You're right. It
It's
should be 2020. Okay, 2020, 2 secs, we'll finish up. Holly, are you sure that's our wages figure?
No, sir, it's not.
How did we get a 9 out of it? Okay, so 2,690 plus 2,750 plus 2,700 should give us that.
So it's 8,140.
Beat you, and you had a calculator.
So, and then the sundry is 25,069.
25,069, like so.
Yes.
Okay, are you guys feeling a little bit more confident with this?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen some of your last test marks. I don't want to harp about it and talk about it. My job, and what I want to do, not because it's my job, because I actually have a competition between all my classes. Who can get the best class average? How many of the kids that I teach can get the top marks for EMS? And I want to carry that on with you guys. Okay? So next time there's an assessment, I will say, okay, guys, in the class, this is our top 5. And our class average compared to the 2 other classes that I teach was first, second, or third. And as a class, whether you're getting a 90 or whether you're getting a 30, I want to get your 30 to a 60 and your 90 to a 100. Okay, so I'll do my bit. I'm just asking you to do your bit. Everyone happy with it? Have a good day.